Where's the sound at?
Sound is important.
Yes. I don't hear the sound.
He's broken.
This is weird. Oh, well. Well, we're live. Welcome, everybody. What? Yes. We went live, but the sound on the intro didn't play. So, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with that. But, don't ask me why it didn't play. It's supposed to be playing right now, but decided, nope, I'm not going to play. I'll do something else. So, screw it. Welcome, everybody, to another edition of PTR Radio here on the fabulous interweb. This time, right to the guts and the meat of the show. No lousy intro for this program. Kicking off December right with the problem.
Intros? We don't need no stinking intros.
No.
That's so last century.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So all right, yeah. Welcome, and we hope everybody has survived their food coma from Thanksgiving. I can tell you that today will be the first dinner where we're not having leftovers. So we finished up. We either finished up what we were going to eat, or we decided we were going to freeze things yesterday. So that was the cutoff. I said, okay, we're having horseshoes tonight, and then we're done for a while. So my wife said, okay, no more green bean, casserole or whatever in the hell it was, and nothing else. No more, salad, 7-layer salad. She's done with turkey for a while. So yeah, I think cheeseburger hamburger helper is on the menu for tonight. So.
We had a pretty lively debate at work today about when turkey should be served, and the overwhelming majority of folks at work feel like turkey is a Thanksgiving-only bird. Like, you get your fill on Thanksgiving, and that's it.
It's one of those things. It feeds quite a few people, so I can understand the desire to have it other times. And I will say, we cook a turkey breast other times, but not a full turkey. Because we have some people that don't like ham for whatever reason, and ham's the other go-to for, holiday meals, right? So
fair. Some people I know do a rib roast, like a prime rib.
Right. Yeah. And see, we did a huge thing of prime rib like last year. Cost like $300. We're not doing that this year. This year we're going to do like a pork roast type thing, and ham. So,
Yeah, no, so I went last Sunday. I went and just bought 4 turkeys, loaded them up into the smoker, cooked them all, and then they got all got cut up and then put in the freezer, because now was the time to buy the turkey, and we like turkey, so we stocked up.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving, or not Thanksgiving, but St. Patrick's Day is the time to buy corned beef, right? So I buy 6 or 8 corned beefs, and I throw them in the freezer because I like corned beef at different times of the year. I don't mind corned beef, during the summertime. I just like corned beef. It's pretty good, and but try and buy it out of season, and you're paying an arm and a leg for it. So
you gotta buy a brisket and just season it yourself if you want to have it out of season.
Yeah. But
which is not hard. But
no. Before the show, Mike and I were talking about now is the time where we have to go back to work.
I want to go back to work. We went back today and was like, what? I walked in, everybody's like, oh, well, how was the time off? I'm like, I'm so happy to be back. I'm no good on my own.
Well, I'm happy to be back for about 2 days. And then I'm thinking, boy, I need another vacation.
Well, the reality is my time off. So I was off all last week and the Friday before Thanksgiving week. because I'm at that point where it's hockey season. I got days to burn. I'm taking Fridays off.
Yep.
Okay. So I had so basically 10 or 11 days away from the office. But projects still have deadlines.
Yes, they do.
And one of them, if it didn't complete by 5 o'clock that Friday that I was off, would have to wait until next year because of construction moratoriums. So I was logging in all day. In fact, we stopped home in the middle of running errands so I could log in and take care of something. To me, now, if I didn't have the extra days to burn, I probably would tell my boss that day is getting recoded. I worked, so I'm taking time.
Yeah.
But, so it wasn't that that straight of a time off. Even Monday I had to log in to see if they got the work done. Because it was West Coast. And I was like, I ain't staying around till 8 o'clock to find out if you got it done in time.
Yeah, and the thing you hate most is then when you come back, because you've got a backlog that you've got to trudge through before then you start to deal with all the stuff that happens every day. You know? So
here's the fun part that's going on in my building. Apparently somebody somewhere found a pot of money that needed to be spent this year. So this month, every workstation is getting a new chair.
okay.
They're repaving all the parking lots.
All right.
They are painting and recarpeting all the common areas.
And they're giving bonuses to all the employees.
Fruit of the Month Club. But what kills me is that they're doing all of this work now, but they're doing it while we are working. Today I came home and I actually, it was 30-something degrees, but I'm driving home with the window open because I was smelling the paint fumes all day from them painting in the common area hallway.
Yep.
I don't understand why they're trying to do all of this at once, but okay.
If you don't spend the money, you don't get it again next year. You know, that's the way that it works. At least that's the way it works with government. So, you know.
Well, that's the way it works in most corporate as well, and that's kind of stupid because at some point during the year they tell you stop spending because
yes,
we got other shit we need to spend money on, so stop spending.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And on that note,
oh yeah. Yeah, tell me about it. So yeah, all kinds of fun stuff. Let's see here. So yeah, Thanksgiving was a little bit different at my house this year. And I'm not going to go into too much of it, but yeah, it was a bit different. And boy, leading up to it, I was off that week of Thanksgiving as well. And you know, we got some people may have seen, and if you watch my Facebook feed, got the hot tub up and working. So Colin, I'm a member of the hot tub club now. You know, you used to be a member and you let your membership lapse. So
Yes.
I'm a card carrying member now, and you don't have a hot tub yet, Mike, but you're going to get one, right?
Used to have one.
Oh, you
No,
used to have one? Oh, okay. I knew you had a pool. I wasn't sure about the hot tub.
When Kim and I got married, instead of a honeymoon, we decided to buy a hot tub.
Well, that's a good idea.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Because then the
I've said it
honeymoon
before, I
never
will say it
ends.
again. The two happiest days in hot tub ownership. Day you buy it, the day you sell it.
Well, most people just give it away at this point, but yes.
Yes.
It's what I've been told. But nonetheless, I'm still new to hot tubbing, so I'm still happy with it. But
You have not received
We will let-
received the bill for the power usage yet.
I know that it's going to add anywhere between $30 to $40 a month to my electric bill. So
Is that what they told you?
Yes, that's what the estimates said. Yes. So we'll see, especially during the wintertime. You know.
$30 to $40 a month, huh?
So we'll
Colin
see.
and I are just laughing. I can't wait to see what your bill is.
Yeah. The good
Dude,
news
my
is
when I got rid of my hot tub, my bill went down $50 a month, and I was on the budget plan.
well, you know. Yeah, but you have
Maybe more,
expensive
and this was
electricity
years
out
ago.
there. So, you know.
Well,
We have cheap electricity here. Till they build that data center. Then maybe it'll be more expensive. But anyway. So anyway, I've been in the hot tub a total of twice so far. The first time, very relaxing. My wife and I just went out there. It was great. It wasn't terribly cold outside yet. It was still chilly, don't get me wrong. It was, in the 40s. All right? But it was nice. But the second time, hot tubbing is supposed to be relaxing, but the second time, I had to take the grandkids out there. You know what isn't relaxing?
grandkids.
A 10 and a 12-year-old in a hot tub. They don't understand that it's not a giant bathtub.
You could have just stopped with 10 and a 12-year-old.
It
It doesn't matter where they are.
They don't understand the water's supposed to stay inside, and don't swallow it and spit it back out at people, and all the terrible, disgusting things that children do. All right?
Like peeing in a tub.
Oh, I did make sure they all went to the bathroom well before.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, no, that's
'Cause
not
kids
going to
never
happen.
have to go more than once.
Hey, at least I tried. All right. So,
That's okay. The heat will kill whatever bacteria
so,
they may have introduced. That's cool.
so anyway, I came back in, and my wife was like, "How was it?" And I said, "A hot tub is supposed to be relaxing. This was I think I'm more worked up now than before I went out there. I'm like, this is terrible. But
Oh, you poor guy.
in general, nice to have right now. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. And my projects at home are getting done fairly well. That was the big thing that I had to do during my break was home renovation projects. So I was working while I was off because my wife wanted not. So we did the addition, and we'll tour that next show. I know I keep pushing it off, but there's no way that I'm going to go in there right now. It's kind of a mess. But then my wife decided that she wanted to do some redecorating in the kitchen as well. And so we ripped out a stove, and then we had to replace it with cabinets. And then because of the addition, we ended up ripping out 2 windows. And so I had to replace one of those windows with 3 cabinets, wall cabinets. And then because we ripped out the stove, we had to rip out the countertop, which meant I had to replace the countertop. Then we couldn't match the doors because they don't make those doors. Well, let me put it this way. You would have to special order the doors and have them custom made if you wanted matching doors now. And let me ask you this, Mike. I don't think I asked this on the last show. Let's say that you need 5 cabinet doors. All right? 3 of which need arches at the top. Okay? They're all like the sunk, how they get sunken panels, in them, and the top is beveled. Or, it's got an arch across the top. The sides are straight and the bottom straight, but the top on the upper cabinet. So 3 of the 5 have an arch on the top rather than just being straight across. Okay? How much do you think 3 arched cabinet doors and 2 just regular panel doors should cost you?
I don't know the exact amount, but I'm going to fathom a guess that it is more than 5 new cabinets with
It was.
matching doors.
It was more than the cabinets and the doors that they came with. I paid $600 for the cabinets with the factory doors. They wanted almost $1,000 for 5 doors. Doors.
Y'all got an IKEA out there?
We got one close enough.
But they don't have this style of door. Trust me, I looked. The only way you can get this is to have it custom made. So, guess what? They didn't get custom doors. No.
They wouldn't. Why would they?
No.
No, what I figured out was on one wall, on the wall where I put in new upper cabinets, hey, I can steal 2 doors from the other wall, from cabinets on the other wall, and I can put those on this one. And that way there's only one cabinet door that's going to look out of place on that wall.
Well,
Because, it's the wall that you see when you walk into the kitchen. And that's important. Consistency when you walk in. And then the other side, where I've now stolen the doors from, well, that happens to be above what she refers to as her coffee station. And so
do you need doors?
well, what I did was I took the doors that came with the cabinets, and I removed the center of the door and left just the frame.
Okay.
And here, hold on, I'll show you.
This is not going to end well for our hero.
I am replacing it with black, corrugated wire type stuff.
Okay.
Because then the doors right above the coffee station you'll be able to see through them to see the coffee mugs and all the coffee paraphernalia and everything. And it matches, all of our appliances are black. So
Okay.
it will match very nicely. And, this was like a few bucks.
How close to the stove is that? Are those cabinets?
No, not at all.
Okay.
And this isn't plastic; it's metal. It's aluminum alloy.
Wasn't my concern. My concern was
The
more dust and grease cleaning it, because that's
Yeah.
Colin, I think, knows where I'm going with that.
But
Well,
yeah.
It's going to be a
Like,
hell of
I
a lot
wasn't there
better
myself,
than
but
going to be a hell of a lot better than if they were glass doors. So,
Is it though?
yeah, I can just take my blower and blow them out. So be
Well,
fine.
the good thing is, if it's just generic black metal mesh that he's sticking in, if it gets dirty, then he can just remove it and buy some new generic metal black mesh.
He's gonna have the everyday metal grates and the guest metal grates.
So,
Quick change.
But-
Only put them in when we have company.
but
Oh,
look at
no,
it.
if he sets up his quick change, he can put it in the dishwasher.
But look at it this way: instead of spending $1,000 on doors, I spent $45.
Instead of spending $1,000, I spent $350.
And I got to buy a new tool. So
What'd you buy?
Oh, that.
I bought a palm router.
Why didn't? I was gonna say, why'd you bury the lead on this one?
I got to buy a battery palm router and router bit set.
They're fun.
Oh
fun.
man, I never knew how cool it was, but now I
Oh, yeah,
do.
they're fun.
See, well, now we know, Mike, why we have not gotten a tour yet, because he isn't finished.
Oh no, the bedroom's
No, that's
pretty much finished. Bedroom's finished. I just had to get some.
He's afraid if he moves too far, he's gonna lose the headphones are gonna conk out again.
So
He hasn't gotten around that problem yet.
But anyway, so yeah. So I've been.
Well, plus, yeah, I don't want. Look, I like Angie a lot. I love Angie, but I don't need to see unmentionables or anything like that. So you gotta
No.
make sure everything's cleaned up and put away before he gives a tour.
Yes.
That needs plans.
Yes. The dog beds need made and everything else. So Yes.
So
Which Okay. Side note, just because Mike got onto it, I think we never. I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of the timeline here. So anybody who's wondering, yes, Shaggy did figure out what was going on with the headphones.
Yes, it was a compressor issue, we think. It hasn't happened again since I turned that off. So,
Okay.
but we'll see. So we made our way through Thanksgiving. We're marching our way towards Christmas now. In fact, I have like 2.5 weeks to go back to work before I take off for another 2 weeks. So, this is great. Mike, I don't know if you're like me, but you take off some time in Thanksgiving and then you take off some more time at Christmas, to burn
I'm
those
on
days
vacation
that you
next
have
week.
to. So,
I never used to do that. Thanksgiving
Yeah.
week I always took off, and the reason being because somebody always had to be in the office between Christmas and New Year's. So I usually wound up being that guy, but I would take Thanksgiving week, and nobody fought me on that because Thanksgiving week was my mother's birthday, my grandmother's birthday, wound up being my stepfather's birthday, and if I had decided that I wanted to live a miserable life for the rest of my life, it would have been my first fiance's birthday as well. So I had the 4 birthdays in 1 week, and I would get all my Christmas shopping done. So
well, see,
I always took that week off. But now I have I have every Friday this month, last month, this month, Thanksgiving week, the day before Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, the day after Christmas. And I still have like 5 days I have to schedule because if the house closes up, if a deal comes through on a house up in Maine, it's going to be all hands on deck and I got to go take care of that. So I may be at the point where I'm just going to be off from like December 19th to the end of the year, which sucks because that also means that I'm going to be logging in and covering stuff because
that's the way it works.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't used to either, especially when before I was married. I was the person that was always there on holidays because for the most part, I didn't care. I was always going to somebody else's house, and then after I got married, then it was like, okay, I'll take off day before Thanksgiving, I'll take off, Christmas Eve, and I'll take off the day after Christmas because people always came over for leftovers. But otherwise I won't take any time off. And then the last few years had so much time that I had to take off that I just decided, you know what, all my vendors are taking off the end of the year. So there's no use in me being here either. So, I'll just go ahead and take off too. It just aligned well that, hey, the vendor's not going to need anything from me. Upper management's already taking off all that time. So, there's no neat reason for me to be here. And if somebody really does need me, they can text me and I can pop in and do whatever because I'm just hanging out at home. So, it's kind of that of I'm on vacation, but I'm kind of on call because I just don't really care. So,
I like working those days because everybody's gone, so they leave me alone so I can actually get some work done.
Yeah. Yeah, that was always nice. But, with that said, there's 1,000,001 different Christmas gift idea lists out there. And there has been one that Yahoo Shopping came up with. And, I think we're going to probably dispel this one very quickly. All right. 18 best Secret Santa gifts for 2025. All right. Now, I do not know. I haven't done a Secret Santa in a while. Last thing I did was like a white elephant gift thing. But I don't think, I don't know that these would be great Secret Santa gifts. So here's some of them. Body Restore Shower Steamer 6-pack.
This Could be taken the wrong way.
Yeah, telling a coworker that they stink.
Yeah.
All right.
Plus, how do you know that you're not giving them scents that they're going to be allergic to and they're going to
Yes.
hate, so.
Yes. Candle warmer lamp.
More smells.
Also falls into the you stink category. Here's some stink nice.
Yes. Portable neck fan.
Fine, I guess.
The danger being that this goes to Sister Hot Flash, who's going through menopause or perimenopause.
Or it ends up with somebody with long hair and their hair gets stuck in it, and now you're liable for a lawsuit. You know, long hair, fan blades, they don't mix.
No, that's just true.
Santa cookie elf candy snowman card game.
So, okay. This is possible. This is not terrible.
Games are normally a safe bet.
I mean, this is not. I don't believe that this is like Cards Against Humanity, which some people might find offensive. But
Greatest Chocolates of the World exploratory set. I don't want to explore with my chocolate. I just want to eat good chocolate. Don't give me crap that's going to be bad.
I don't want a gift set where one of the biggest things in there is called Yum Bag.
Yeah, that's. I had to zoom in to see it. It's doable. I mean, the thing is, when I zoom in and look at it, it doesn't remind me of like a Valentine's chocolate assortment. It's definitely a gift assortment, so it doesn't go into weird.
Well,
that was fun.
I mean, here's the other thing that you could do. You all got Five Below out there
yes.
by you?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You can go into their international section and you can probably pick a better assortment that's more tailored to the person you've got of these
that they'll actually eat.
Exotic type candies.
Yeah. Here's one. Lego Botanicals Lucky Bamboo Building Set. Who doesn't like Legos?
Build it yourself.
You know?
Is it lucky if you have to build it yourself?
Yeah, but I mean, it's Lego. Who doesn't like Lego?
The plural of Lego is Legos.
Yeah, everybody likes Lego.
Yep.
Kate Spade Lucy Medium L-Zip Wristlet.
The fact that this is only $26 at the Kate Spade outlet tells me that no.
Nope. Stay away from it.
Unless you know them, they are female, you are female, maybe.
A rechargeable electronic portable hand warmer.
That seems like a standard white elephant gift right there.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Travel makeup bag. Now you're just telling somebody they're ugly.
Or
they need to cover it up.
You need to go.
Yeah.
Somewhere where you extended period where you're going to need a makeup bag. Because we don't like you. Go.
Along with that,
just random bags. That's just
same thing. Lanai Midnight Minis Lip Care gift set. No, don't. No. Kate Spade High Shine studs. Don't give earrings. Especially not for $29.
You don't give jewelry, even if it is fake jewelry. You don't give jewelry.
No.
For a freaking Secret Santa.
No.
Hydro Flask micro bottle. How micro is this bottle? It's $20.
It holds 7 ounces. That's
coffee.
No, it's not coffee. It's not coffee for people that I drink that I know.
No, that's a good espresso drink.
This bottle right here, which is not something to drink, this is 5 ounces.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is 16 ounces.
Yeah.
You
buy
7 ounces.
Find a
cheaper. Actually, if you fill it with whiskey,
if you're gonna buy him a flask, buy him a flask. No, don't buy
No,
it.
because this is a flask in disguise. This is for Sharon from the secretary pool who did.
Master Theorem, a book of puzzles, intrigue, and wit. Are you telling somebody they're dumb now?
No, this you better listen. You better make sure you know your audience if you get this for somebody, because I would look at this and be like, "Gee, thanks." Okay, actually, no, that's not true. I probably would enjoy it. It would give me something to do that wasn't my phone on my phone.
But
during
why
conference
not
calls,
just
right?
go to the Dollar Tree and get them like 10 of the word finds or maze books or
Well,
whatever?
Okay, you could, but this one, I don't know. This one might be a little more challenging. Again, you got to know your audience.
A unisex beanie with a light. They have
Standard
a light.
white elephant.
It's on their phone. I don't need a
Yeah.
beanie
Well,
with a light.
No, I need a beanie with a light.
If I'm gonna do
I
that,
would
I'm
love
just
a
gonna
beanie
get.
with a light.
I'm gonna get a headlamp.
For $8, it's a
You could.
perfectly fine, cheap Santa gift. That's one of the better ones on the
Yes.
list.
All right. Funny, angry golfer socks.
No,
For your boss.
No socks.
No.
No socks.
Here's one which I think is a bit controversial. The Battery Daddy storage system. Now, it is a plastic
that's
box to help you organize your batteries.
That's just random crap.
Here's why I think it's controversial, okay? It's because, in theory, I agree with Colin that it is just crap. However, I have seen multiple YouTubers say that this has actually been very good to organize their miscellaneous batteries.
No, don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that this itself is crap. It's probably a great battery organizer. It's just obviously I needed to buy something. I was at Walmart checking out. I looked over at the things they had hanging out at the checkout and said, "Oh, that'll do."
A Joseph Double Dish, which is
I think you're pretty safe doing anything that's Joseph.
This is a pistachio and snack serving bowl with food waste compartment. This
It's
looks
actually not a bad idea. I do like the idea.
This looks really dumb to me.
No, see,
No.
it's like a bowl with pockets. So if you're sitting there eating pistachios and you got the shells, you put the shells there on that. You could separate the shells from what you're going to eat. This is actually, I like it. Or if you're eating cherries, you could put the cherry pits into the bottom part.
I don't know. It just, to me, that seems weird.
To me, it sounds like I need one. And if somebody's anyway,
So if you're looking for Colin for
Can we-
Christmas, he'll take a set.
Can we put this on the PTR Radio wish list?
Yeah, we can. Sure, we can add that to the.
We should. Well, I mean, we have like 3 listeners that would buy stuff, and two of them wouldn't have to ship to Colin. So I mean, we could just make a Colin wish list.
Well, I mean, they're
that's fine.
they're gonna see him at Christmas anyway. So you
That's
know.
true.
so,
So, there you go.
but here's the thing:
so
if you
Mama
eat shell,
Yeah.
well, she probably wants one too. The thing about pistachios is you have the bowl of pistachios and you go through and you get them out of the shell, which is a great way to keep yourself from eating too much.
But
So in-shell pistachios are great health foods. But the problem is that as you open them, if you leave the shells in the same bowl, then you lose some of the pistachios that haven't been opened yet because you can't tell the difference.
do you not have a
That's
red
right.
Solo
You
cup
find-
you can just put right next to that bowl?
But these attach to each other because when you got
This is
because when you're sitting
environmentally
there,
friendly.
Yeah, but now you got to clean 2 things. Whereas I can just throw the
No,
whole.
no, it's one bowl.
I
that
only,
comes
I only
apart.
have, I only
It's
and I
just
only
like
have to
Tupperware with a
hold-
lid.
Wait a second. You argued that it was one bowl that comes apart. That means it's 2 bowls that you got to wash
No,
separately.
it's like Tupperware with a lid. It's like Tupperware with a lid. You got two pieces of the same unit.
And the problem is, you're sitting there, you have your bowl of pistachios, your solo cup full of shells, and another solo cup full of drink. And you have to, make sure you know which is your drink, which is your shells, and now you have two different things you can accidentally knock over.
Here you go. You know what? Cocktail weenies. You got little cocktail weenies on there on the toothpicks. Now you got a place to put the toothpicks and keep them away from the cocktail weenies after you eat them.
Again, you have a red Solo cup right next to it that you could just put it in there.
No. The days of Texas Roadhouse being able to throw the peanut shells on the floor are over. Because our world has gotten soft. So you need this double dish.
Okay.
You're not putting. It's not like you're putting your salsa in the middle and putting chips on the side, or putting cheese in the middle and pretzel sticks on the outside. Although that could work.
You're gonna put pretzel sticks on the outside and cheese dip on the inside?
Yes.
You need a bigger outer dish for that, though, don't you?
No, that's why the sticks, because then you got three different things you could line them up.
I guess
stack them in there.
I guess I am wrong, and you guys are right. This thing has 5 out of 5 stars with like 2,400 reviews. So,
okay, so that so far that's the one thing that on this list I'm like, I might need that.
That everybody might get for Christmas this year. So,
There's a different brand of the same thing that does
this. You know what? I'm going to Amazon right now and adding it to my cart, because I don't want to forget this.
So, all right. Well, this has been an informative episode.
Double dish. Yes.
Oh.
Dude, and here's the funny part. Okay, the Joseph one right now is $11.05.
You can buy Amazon. A 4-pack for like $20 of the other things.
The off brands are more expensive than the Joseph.
Well, no, you can buy the off brand. You can buy a 4-pack for like $20. That's not more expensive.
Where?
I was just looking at that page, and in like the where is it? Dang it! I just left it. But it was down in the based on your recent views. Sedelis 4-pack pistachio bowl, double peanut bowl with seed shell storage. $19.52 for 4. 2 pink and 2 blue.
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Now I gotta look. What's it made out of? Where? Country of origin, please.
You think you're gonna have a tariff
materials
on peanut bowls?
Natural, dude. Material type straw.
Yeah, made of natural wheat straw fiber.
Okay. What's wrong with that?
It is a 4-pack because these things are gonna fall apart. I will take the ceramic Joseph. Thank you.
Okay. Boy, I didn't know that we had, purists.
I am not even. I just added it to my damn cart so I don't forget it.
All right. Well, how about these?
Secret Santa people at work are. The irony here is that at work, the poll on the whiteboard this week is you got to pick one: Secret Santa, White Elephant. None of this because I'm with Krampus.
Well, you're going to have to add another bad guy here that we'll talk about during our movie review.
We will. Sure.
And that's coming up here in just a second. The last one, National Park Glassware. Now, Colin, this would be up, your parents' aisle, I would think, with their camping craze.
Yeah, we like camping. We don't necessarily like national park tchotchkes.
So, can I ask? Is it still considered a camper if it don't move? Because it seems like y'all got yourselves pretty
They got
set up
They got a
on
stayer.
a permanent site now.
Yeah, they're on a permanent site. They're,
okay.
they can still go. Well, at least one of them can.
Okay.
We actually don't have anything to pull the newer one, which is the older one. But the original one, that one, yes, we could still take it somewhere.
Is the other one like bigger? The truck?
It's a
can't
fifth
pull
wheel.
it? Oh,
Yeah, it's a fifth wheel. We're not set up to pull a fifth wheel.
yet. Christmas is coming.
It would have to be a new truck, and we have no intentions of. See,
Okay.
the truck has a topper on the bed, so we'd have to take that off, and then get a fifth wheel hitch installed, and we don't really want to do any of that.
Okay. Understood.
So, in other words, your parents
Good.
bought a cave on wheels that never goes anywhere. To quote The Last Starfighter.
Which they put their other cave on wheels, which could go somewhere next to it. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now that we got that out of the way.
Yes. Should we just move on to the movie review at this point?
Well, it is 10 to 8, so
Yes. We kicked off the last show. We said, you know what? We're going to start reviewing our Christmas movies. And start off, we did. This evening, we will be reviewing Candy Cane Lane, a Eddie Murphy holiday-themed comedy? Family? I don't know. I guess you'll be the judge after our reviews. Mike, who is up for the primary this time?
that's a good question. I don't recall. Please, God, don't let it have been me, although I could if I had to. It is you, Shaggy.
It's me. All right. Well, it's a good thing I watched it. All right. Originally, I was going to watch this movie with my wife. And then I just ran out of time and decided I was just going to watch it by myself today. And I'm kind of glad I did, because this is, while normally an Eddie Murphy family movie would be up her alley, this one would not have been. This is a movie. It's a stereotypical real meaning of Christmas movie, but mixed with deal with the devil, kind of. Okay. So in this case, let me pull this up so I can get the characters right, because I don't necessarily remember the characters' names. But essentially, come on, candy cane, one word, I guess. So there it is. So this is from 2023. And just so that you're aware, there's a lot of Candy Cane Lane related movies. So do look for the one with Eddie Murphy in it. So this is a movie about the Carvers. Eddie Murphy plays Chris Carver. Tracy Ellis Ross plays his wife. Then you've got three kids, Nick, Holly, and Joy, who midway through the movie figure out that they're all named after Christmas things, which is a nice little reveal. By the way, let's see here. Balsam Trees, DeWalt, Minnie, as in Minnie Cooper, and see, I'm trying to think who else all has a prominent ad placement in this movie. But what'd you say, Mike? You're muted, I think. Jeep, yes, Jeep, definitely, for their electric range vehicles. So, yes, because both of the Carvers drive Jeeps. And then, let's see here. So, Chris Carver, Eddie Murphy's character, it gets laid off right before Christmas from a plastics company. and decides that the way to save his family is to win the Christmas competition, which is for some reason restricted to this one block but televised through this like national cable company, and now has a sponsorship worth $100,000. How this happens, I have no idea. Seems completely unrealistic to me. But that's how he decides that he is going to save the day. Is he's going to win $100,000 by winning this competition. But lo and behold, all he does is wood carvings for his Christmas decorations. So he has to go out the week before Christmas and figure out how he's going to win this competition against his neighbor, who is played by, all I know him from is the Dad Garage Band, Ken Marino. So goes to all the stores. They don't have anything. Ends up getting diverted through some highway back alley thing underneath a bridge, finds the Kringle All the Way or whatever it is store, which is run by a disgruntled elf named Pepper, who makes him a deal unbeknownst to him. He thinks he's just buying ornaments, but what he's really doing is making a deal with a deranged elf that if he does not complete his tasks in time, that he will get turned into basically a miniature porcelain village figure, which, having a huge village right outside my office, I can definitely sympathize with. So there are a lot of interesting characters in this movie. You have other villagers, I'll say, Nick Offerman, Chris Reed, Robin Thede. There's just a whole bunch of... Basically, he has to go through and he has to try and solve puzzles about the 12 days of Christmas, capture a bunch of rings, or else he gets turned into this porcelain person. And then, of course, at the end, there's a twist about what he's trying to accomplish. And then Santa Claus comes to town to try to help him at the end. And I have to tell you, I love Santa Claus in this movie. Because it is played by David Alan Grier, who is one of my favorite comedic actors ever. I loved him in Cool Kids, and he just knows how to play a part so perfectly. I can't, can't say anything else about it. He's really good at this, especially when he starts naming off the elves at the North Pole and mentions the elf Stinky, who is not allowed inside. So anyway, it's interesting to go through the trials and tribulations of the family trying to, not only become a family again, but work their way through this deal that he's made with the so-called evil elf. All in all, it's not a terrible movie, but it definitely could have been better. I liked some of the cameos. I like some of the oddball things in it. I think it had some good effects. I think the dialogue was good. I think they probably did the best with what they could do with it. But overall, it doesn't have the thing that I'm looking for, which is a little bit more humor and a little bit more just outlandishness, I guess. For a Christmas movie on our list, that's what I'm looking for. So I will go ahead and I will give this one I'll give it a smile, but that's about as high as it ranks for me. So, Mike, will go next to you.
Okay. So, right off the bat, it drives me nuts. I see Eddie Murphy sitting there painting this candy cane by hand. And the candy cane is clamped. And I see the cane bouncing. Bouncing art is not right. Now, no one ever blew up on the tuba. Way to be encouraging, Dad. He might just turn out to be the Kenny G of tubas. You don't know. Outplaced. This is one of those corporate bullshit terms that makes my skin crawl. Just say laid off. Not surplused, not outplaced, not externally repurposed, not set free to explore outside opportunities. Laid off. Money is the root of all evil, and if somebody offered me $100,000 to have the best decorated house on my block, I would be evil too. And here they go shopping. Walmart and Costco around Christmas is a death wish. And Target does legit put out holiday stuff way too early. Okay? They got stuff out for next Halloween now. Money is not the reason for the season. Let's be clear about that as well. Jesus is. Okay? Jesus is the reason for the season. No, I'm kidding. The Swiss Colony beef log is the reason for the season. Fun fact. We can determine that the Christmas carousel tree is magic before it even gets out of the giant tin that it's being shipped in. How? Well, the max capacity of the roof rack of a Jeep Wagoneer is only 300 pounds. The nephew reporter is killing me.
I really thought
DC Young Fly. That is literally the dollar store Chris Tucker.
I thought it was going to be Kevin Hart.
Nope. And I got to be honest with you. I wanted Pepper to be Krampus in disguise, not a displaced elf. This I debated about putting this as a fact or a bullet point here, and there's no way for me to. This is not coming from a racial space, but this is a predominantly black cast in this movie. We're actually having a Die Hard Christmas movie debate in this movie. And by the way, Dollar Store Chris Tucker uses the same speakers that I use for my smaller indoor DJ gigs. Cool. Finally, here we go. Black Santa. As Shaggy said, I loved this. As soon as he came out, nothing more needs to be said except F those geese. That's all right. And now hold on. We got now we got Drumline 2 as a subplot in the movie. So listen, Future Snikes, I gave this a smile as well. I thought it was a fun Christmas movie. Yes, slightly cliche, but with a slight twist that made it a little interesting. Now, I didn't like the end, the whole thing with the prizes. I thought that was a little stupid, but I'm not going to let that take away from my scoring. So I gave it a smile as well.
All right, Colin?
So, the more time that goes on between me having watched this movie, as I dislike the movie more and more. So here's the okay. The movie gave me a bad initial impression because the movie starts with airplane landing at the airport. Or no, airplane landing. Okay, now, sure, a lot of movies start with an airplane coming in. Great. Okay, who's on the airplane? Is this the main characters coming in somewhere? Is this the bad guy coming in somewhere? What is it about this airplane that's coming in? And as far as I can tell, nothing. The airplane has nothing to do with the rest of the movie, other than it's there to then turn into snowboards. And then, oh no, they're not snowboarding. Now they're people who are snowboarding on sand dunes. Is this entire movie an AI hallucination? Because it looks exactly like those terrible AI videos that keep showing up on Facebook of you have this one thing and suddenly turns into another thing because the AI doesn't know any better. It's like an AI made this movie. And then it just continues with, now the Eddie Murphy character is going to lose his job. Why did the Eddie Murphy character lose his job? I don't know. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the rest of the movie. None of the characters from his job are there for the rest of the movie. The guy who bought the place and laid them all off, he never shows up again. It seems to have no bearing to the rest of the movie. It's not like, Eddie Murphy's character is Chris is he's overspent on the swimming pool, and now he doesn't get his bonus or anything. No, Eddie Murphy apparently has infinite money because he buys a gigantic tree and doesn't care how much it costs. I mean, yes, there's $100,000 up, but why does he care? Because it doesn't. Apparently, he has infinite money. I mean, the tree probably cost $200,000. If you got a giant magic tree, which you can magically carry on top of your Jeep, and it just opens itself up, that's not cheap. He could probably have sold that to the government and made more than $100,000. Anyway, there's so much in this movie that just doesn't even make sense. Okay, there's a scene on the where the daughter is running track, and it's a relay race. And in the middle of the relay race, the Lords of Leaping come through and knock her down and get in the way of everything. Okay, now I was unclear on this entire thing going on here. Does everybody else see the Lords of Leaping, or does she just somehow fall down and doesn't know? It was unclear because they go and talk to the recruiter later. And he's like, "Well, I saw her do all these things that breaks the rules." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? As soon as someone ran out onto the field, the race was canceled. Why were people still running?" I don't. It's just like, again, it only makes sense if an AI was generating the entire movie, because no part of this movie had anything to do with people. Why is the newscaster who's stuck doing this thing complaining that he needs to talk to his agent? What does this agent have to do with anything? He's a newscaster doing a news program on his own news channel. He would only talk to his agent if he decided to get a job from a different news channel. But I don't know. It's just, there's so much in this movie that just made absolutely no sense. And I will say the second half of the movie was better. The first half, the segment like in the sorting thing with the chickens and stuff, that was getting close to Kill It With Fire territory for me. I really despised that part of the movie. Once they got back with the family and they started getting back to things, okay, and then it started working, but there's so many tropes in this kind of movie that this movie skipped, and because they skipped it, there was no the storyline didn't work. Like, if, for example, when they went to the shop and the evil elf is selling them stuff, okay? If the daughter had said, "Oh, something's wrong with her," or it's something to other people were kind of going to him and going, "Hey, something isn't right," then you'd have a plot. But no, the daughter loved the elf. He's like, "Oh, Dad, this is great. You should definitely do all this stuff." So it isn't just the Eddie Murphy character who's getting divorced from his family. Not divorced from his wife, but it's like he's so on this whole thing. It's like, no, his family's in on it too. So it didn't make any sense. There's just no. I will say there was a lot of people doing acting, and there are some good characters. I hated the David Allen Greer Santa. There was definitely some good lines, but as a Santa Claus, he was terrible. He was useless. "Hey, Santa, can you do anything?" "No, it's in the contract." What? What did he do? Santa Claus showed up, said he couldn't do anything, pointed out one little thing that saved everything, and then took the elf away. Other than that, Santa didn't do anything. It just, no, don't get me wrong. David Allen Greer as Santa was fine. The Santa character within this movie is what was terrible. Feel free to bring him back. The lines about the other elves and their names, that was all great. That's fine. That's not the parts that I didn't like. And also, just my last thing. Oh, before I'm sorry. I'm giving it a frown just because there is some good acting. I hated the special effects though, because like the zoetrope. It's like if you have a zoetrope tree like that spinning around, the only reason it would be animated is if there's something in front of you that's creating the flicker effect. It just spinning around is not going to do anything. Yes, it's magic, but it's supposed to be a mechanical thing. So, anyway, the thing is, there's all these characters in this movie that are black. Why is Eddie Murphy playing a white guy? That's where I'm going to leave this at.
That is a fair point. Right? Wow, I didn't even think about that. But
And we're gonna end it on that. All right, Mike. What what Christmas themed shows do we have to choose from?
All right, so we have 1 through 6. I have separated the holiday movies to their own tab. So 1 through 6.
All right, here we go.
And for the record, I'm on deck for this one. So
4.
Okay, I think this might be all right. This is released in 2025 on Netflix, and it is called A Merry Little Xmas. EXMAS. Starring Alicia Silverstone, Oliver Hudson, and Jamila Jamil. All Kate and Everett want for Christmas is an amicable divorce and one last holiday as a family, but new flames and old feelings complicate their plans.
You know who one of the producers was? Melissa Joan Hart.
No.
Yes.
Damn it, and she's in the movie, too. Are you serious? You're serious.
Yep.
All right, well, that's fun.
Yep. So, woohoo. All right, folks. Let's see if this works or not. Hey, what do you know? That works.
Shit. Kill me here, dude.
What?
Why on the candidates did you add the release year?
Because it makes
which
life
doesn't line up with anything else.
Because it makes life easier for me to auto match and get all the information.
Okay,
you can leave it out. If you leave it out, it's fine. If you don't know it, leave it out.
Tab?
Yes. If you leave it out, it's fine.
Okay.
It'll work.
Okay. I can add the column
Oh, okay.
to keep it going forward.
Oh, I have
just
another column called like reviewed, cleaned, or something. But yeah, no, never, but I have to re-clean, so don't worry about it.
We'll talk it off the air.
Yeah. I still got to re-clean from all the other previous
consult
discussion.
me about these changes to these sheets here, all right?
Sorry, I didn't ask you before I changed the sheets.
There is so much. There's only so much bandwidth because we're still processing the master list in the event that we decide to bring the celebrity death pool back.
Yes. I know.
And this is normally the time of the year that we would have that discussion, but this is not going to happen this year because I don't want everybody picking Dick Van Dyke.
No, he needs to live another year. We like Dick Van Dyke. So. All right, folks. That's going to do it for this episode. But we want you to all, tune back in the 15th. Does that work for everybody? 15th, Colin?
Works
you going to be here? All right, we'll be back on the 15th and we'll be there to get ready for Christmas. So we hope everybody tunes in. Don't forget to check out ptrradio.com, as well as that's got links for all the Facebook, the Twitter, the Twitch, the YouTubes, all that stuff, as well as how to get subscribed to the podcast. And that's what you want to do, get subscribed to the podcast. So, all right, folks. Well, that's it for this evening. I'm Shaggy.
I'm Colin.
I'm Mike the Ape Man.
Stick
I'm
a
going to
fork.
say something else, but
Stick a fork in us, folks. We are done. Later.